part 3 of the double final table. Big 109, three-peat. Part 3, three-peat. Can we get it done? A bit hacky, but we'll take it. Anyways, without further ado, let's jump into the action.
6 deuce going to be a fold. We're up to 240, 12 of 18. Let's go down to the big 109 though. We're second of 23. We're not the chip lead anymore, but I'm not going to cry about it. It's fine. We'll be okay. 9th in both of your home games now. All right, Jay. Good luck, buddy. And the other Jay, Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, opens. We defend with King 7. So with a check. A bit of 7,700 here from Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. We have a pretty strong hand. There's not too many cards on the turn that scare us. We'll just check call and then check again. And hope that Jay barrels here like 13,000 or something. And I'd probably check shove if he bets 13,000 here. I think he has a decent amount of like ace kings. Oh, God. We lose to any ace now. Yuck. Because if Jay has an ace, it's aces and sixes, and we have kings and sevens. Holy shit. I fold. That's a really bad run out. Yuck. Okay. Anyways. We'll keep going. A little punch in the stomach. We'll be fine, though. Queen 6 suited. Wheels UK opens to 6,200. I think it's fine to fold. How about this Jack 9 suited up here in the 8, 1 rebuy, 1 add-on. Air Draken, former streamer, opens it up to 17K. We're going to defend. Jokes. We're going to fold. And we're going to fold the 7 deuce on the button as well. And Keno takes one down. Nice, man. Up to 57K, front of the stream. 7 deuce, no good. And here with the 4-9, we're going to fold the raise and the shove. Kmart in the house. What's up, Kevin? I believe Kevin is streaming tonight. I'm pretty sure. 2-3 is going to be a fold. 5-3 as well is going to be a fold. 10 deuce up here is going to be a fold. Out to 4. Here's our chip graph. We were doing okay. We're on a little bit of a slide here. But we're still more than double average. We're doing okay. Good luck, Staples. Thank you, some Kev. Thanks, man. See another shove from I Suck on Tonu. Action on Jay, who folds. Queen Jack offsuit, I think is worth a raise. Given our stack and the stage of the tournament, it's going to work a decent amount of the time, so we'll give it a click. Pulls around to Jay. Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. Who folds? Action on Enkino. Today's the day. So sick, PT. I think today is the day. We're going to work really hard, and hopefully it is. And a King 6 deuce flop. We're going to start with a bet, and not that big. I think this is good. 6,500. The thing is, I think Enkino is going to call quite a lot of hands on this flop. It's pretty dry. And I think those hands include a 6, a deuce, an ace high, and kings as well. We get check raised to 16,800. which I guess we're going to have to fold against. We would definitely be continuing with like all of our pairs and a lot of our ace highs, but with our queen jack, we're a little bit far down in our range here to continue against the check raise. So I'll just fold. Worst river, I know. Worst river. Worst river. It's okay. 3 of 23, sitting on 250-ish. Which is a fine spot to be in. Let's go up to the nines. We're going to raise it up to 17K. On 25 big blinds. 10 of 16. Just swore. I'm sorry. Sorry, fam. Air Draken defends, and we see a 7-5-4 flop. And we're going to bet against Air Draken. I mean, it's a flop that hits Air Draken a lot stronger than it hits us, right? So Air Draken can have 8-6, he can have 7s and 5s and 4s and 7-5 and 7-4 and 5-4, and we don't have any of those hands. But I still think it's worth betting with our overpair. We get check raised to 51K. We're going to call and then sort of figure out what we're going to do on the turn. We call like a 4 or a 5 or a 7 or, you know, a diamond. I guess we pick up a diamond draw. It's a pretty uncomfortable spot for us against Air Draken, but I still think we should bet the flop. And then they bet 254, and ugh, basically gross. Basically gross here. Because the thing is, diamonds miss, but I feel like Air Draken's just going to check call out of diamonds at the stack depth. They're not going to check raise small and then bluff the turn. And same with like 6x as well. So I think I'm going to give him a lot of credit here and fold. It's definitely close, though. It's definitely close. Patience. Being patient. All right, 246. In second place. Or in third place, excuse me. We're down to 22 players remaining. All right, Maz DK. Is this my tourney? The big 109? It has been my tourney. In life. Maybe it is again. I suck out on you. Oh, yeah. I get it now. We're going to open up the Queen 9 suited. Kaboom poker. Life is good, my friend. How are you? We are running deep in a couple tournaments. It's been a fun day so far on the stream. We got the home game still going on as well, the 1350 KO, where we're down to 17 people up there. Open, we get 3-bet to 22,000. I don't think folding is an option really at this stage. I mean, Queen 9 suited is a really strong hand. It looks like we're opening every hand here, so pretty easy spot for us to peel. We flopped enough flush draw. Hey, all right. Let's rumble. Let's rumble, fam. And Blueski checks. Do we want to bet like small and then let them check shove, or do we want to just like, you know? I guess we can bet here. If they shove, we call, obviously. We have the flush draw. If they call, I think they're pretty likely to have, like... but they could have kings, and then we should probably turn our hand into a bluff. Well, okay, on that turn, we can just check back. Because I don't think they're ever folding kings now. So we'll just try and hit our flush. That's it. Just try and hit her flush. And we don't. But I think we get to save some chips on specifically that turn. That's it. That is it. And we're down to 200K, but it could have been worse. We could have got it all in. Ace-3 making a fairly frisky 3-bet out of the small. Let's go up to Air Draken. We defended the big blind. We have King-4 on this Ace-10-5. I think it's a pretty easy spot for us to float. Pick up a pair on the turn, which is good. Is Air Draken going to bet this turn is the question. No. Check, check. Do we want to turn a 4 into a bluff and try and get like a 10 or a 5 to fold? I don't think so. I think he's like going to call with a 10, expecting us to have enough flush draws and like, you know, open-enders and stuff. You know, maybe we could get a 5 to fold, but there's not enough 5s, right? So we're just going to try and show down with our pair of 4s. And check, check, we win up to 191K. We are 12 of 16. Open under the gun, we fold. Back over here to the big 109. Ace-8 offsuit. Do we want to raise? Yeah, I think so. I think we want to give it a click. Isn't Air Draken another streamer? He used to be. He hasn't streamed in maybe a year or so, but he used to. Holds around to Enkino, who defends. We see a jack-jack deuce flop. I think checking back is good. It's pretty dry. Doesn't accomplish too much by betting, so we'll check. And we see check. Should we bet now? Sure. And we open the ace-jack suited. So we're trying to make our way back up to 1,000,000 chips. We did have 300,000 at one point. Now we're sitting on 220. See ace-6. The controversy on the fold is in full swing in the chat. People staking their life on it and against it. It's always fun. And we see an open to 7,600. I think a pretty easy defend with a 6 for 4,400. So we'll call to the streets of 8-6-5. It's a pretty good flop for us with our second pair and backdoor flush draw. Question is, do we want to check shove or do we want to call here? And I think with 30K in the middle and backdoor flush draw and an overcard, if they happen to have an overpair, it's probably better to shove here, scoop up the 30K, and when they have it, you know, we're going with it than otherwise. So I'm going to check shove against this 54K stack. And we see a fold. We're up to 241. King 6 suited up here. We raise in the cutoff. We get a call in the big blind. 3-3-4. And I'll check back with our King 6, which I think is probably just strong enough with the backdoor flush to check back. And they check again. I think checking is cool with our King High. Queen of the River is not the best river. But we'll check it down. Beat 10-7. Which is good. Are we in the right scene, by the way? Nice. 12 of 16, or 11 of 16 now. You're playing scared, fella. They sense it. This isn't my first rodeo in this tournament, man. If I had to rate as a percentage how scared I am right now, it'd be 0. It's the best way I can explain it to you. We're going to call with the King Jack in the cutoff, fold to a shove from this opponent. I don't know what I have to do against Andy. They have Ace-9, which is sort of unfortunate. We can get there, though. Hey, yo, we do. The dream. The dream. We're up to 274K, and we're down to 18 people. What do I do with sixes? This is a really gross spot. We're opening quite a lot of hands. They're not 3-betting very much, though. And there's definitely some pay structure considerations that are coming into play now. Because, yeah, I mean, we have 193K, but we're 11 of 15, and there's a lot of us that are basically tied in this situation. So, yeah, if you go down here, right? Like, look at our 193. You know, we're one double up away from being fourth. So I don't think I want to get it in with sixes there. I think it's a bit of a mistake and too aggressive to do. So I'm just going to fold. Hey, Victor, what's up, man? Vic in the house with the M-Sauce face. Loving it. What do we do with the eights? We're just going to fold in the home game. Let's go back to the big 109. Whoops. Big 109. Guess I should move this over here, right? Quickly call Tonka. Nah, man. I got to finish this one out. We'll call Tonka after. See what he's up to. So we're down to 15 and 18. 496 earned in this one so far. Igor. Smile Gals were on TV. Hey! Igor Kurganov. I had no idea. Friend of the stream. That's so sick. I've never met Igor Kurganov in real life. I've met Liv before, and I saw them together, but I haven't met Igor. Good luck, man. Good luck, good luck. Legend of the game. Just went to the London Royals, which is going to be a pretty sick team. I think they still have to choose a wild card. I could be a 3-time Big 109 champ. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Bet too fast. I don't know. I don't think so, obviously, or else I would bet slower. But you're entitled to that thought, I guess. And keynote betting 16K on the turn here when the board pairs an ace. It's interesting. Ace 6 on the river. Go up to the queen 10. Oh, and Kino had ace queen, by the way. Nice hand, man. Nice hand. So this 4-5 is interesting, but let's go up to the queen 10. We see a full 3x on the button. We're going to defend for sure. Queen 10 is a pretty strong hand. Start with a check. Do we want to float? Probably not. I mean, when we see a full 3x on the button, like, there's not the folding type. Oh, we'll just fold now. Let's go to the 4-5. Open to 84.35 from Bluesky. Gonna defend 4,800 to win 17.8. Take it to the streets, and we see an ace king 6. Not a good board for us. Not one we can continue on. Flinks, thanks for hanging out, man. Thank you. Wait, while that's happening, we're all in with ace queen against Air Drake, and we're down to 15, so guaranteed $107. But first place is 2,100. We're really fighting for that. We get an overcall in the big blind. We have a 160K pot, and we're ahead. Can we hold, Dottie? Come on. Yes, we do. Let's go, you guys. We are up to 260K. That is not a bad spot to be in. That puts us in 9th position. Still battling. Let's go down to the 7 deuce. Are we going for the 12K win or what? Yes, 12.3 plus 2K on the other table. So we're going for a 14.4K win. That's what we're going for. Pull the 7 deuce to the shove, obviously. And the home game I'm still in, by the way. We're down to 14 in our home game, which is $169 for first. It pays 8. I'm still battling up there. And 9-7 on the button, I think is a fine open. And we get a 3-bet out of the big blind to 22K from our opponent that's 3-betting quite a lot of hands, actually. I think I'm fine flatting. We're relatively deep, and we're getting a pretty good price. King 5 is not one we can continue on very often. So we'll just fold. Sitting on 240. We're in second place. First place has 400K. We are down to the final two tables, though, which is good. Average is 133 right now. When we get down to 15, we jump up to 865. Payouts are definitely a little bit flatter today than I'm used to. Jazz is so salty. It's not that salty. There's just, there's 15 or 20 like armchair coaches out there that are just, throwing some interesting perspectives in play, and that can rile things up. We're good, though. We're Gucci. We're having a good time. I'm going to raise up the sixes in this position, and I don't know what we're going to do against a lot of 3-bets. It's quite awkward. It's a decent argument for limping, but I think it's too extreme. Tonka is watching, PodChat. Tonka is watching. Oh my goodness. Tonk P. I think I'm kind of the wrong Igor. Oh, Igor Karkarov. Yeah. Good point. We see an 863. Are we going to bet? I think so. We have middle set. That's not Igor. All right. Well, still a friend of the stream. It's fine. And Kino calls, and we see the Queen of Diamonds on the turn. We're going to continue betting on this turn a lot. It's a good spot for us to put pressure. So let's continue betting. Get a call and a jack on the river. So 9-10 gets there. There's definitely some 9-10s. But not enough for us to, not shove, obviously. So we shove now and then Kino. Who is a friend of the stream. We don't want Enkino to bust, obviously, but we do want the chips, so we want him to bust in this hand. And Enkino, I don't know what Enkino has here. I'm watching the delay. It's not close yet, you guys. It has to go through 2 more hands. 7-8 calls. We are going to win this one, you guys. We're up to 357K. It's unfortunate it had to be against Enkino, but hey, we're second place out of 17 in the big 109. And here are the chip stacks. Here are the chip stacks, you guys. So we're down to 16, and we're at 350. We're 150,000 away from third, so we're in a great spot. Up in the home game up here, we are still playing. We're going to appeal with this gutter. And then the $8 one rebuy one add-on, we're 9 of 13, so almost at the final table there as well. Good luck, everyone involved. Goes check here. We're going to check back. 7 on the Riv. And we see a bet of 2,400. And what? Check the turn and then bet the river? Nah. Really? I call. I think, we represented 10 so much. Sorry, wrong table. Dead Queen 5. Okay, you guys, we're going on a quick commercial break. I'm going to play a 2.5-minute commercial. I'm going to play some tunes. But when we come back, the grind is going to continue, guys. We are deep in the big 109. We are deep in the $8 one rebuy one add-on. both very close to the final table, so don't go anywhere. I'm probably going to run in and out to play these hands, but take a quick break. Stay with me.
Thank you guys so much for watching part 3. You know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Let your friends know, like, hey, this guy made a final table. Maybe you want to watch it. You can talk about his strategy. Whatever. Just engage. Let me know if you like it, how I'm doing, and we'll be back for part 4 tomorrow. See you then.